Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Michi Makes Up. In today's video, I'm going to review yet another glow serum for my glow series set of videos. I believe this is either the third or fourth entry into the series, and it's going to be the Chantecaille Radiance Elixir. This is meant to be worn underneath makeup. You can also mix it into a foundation. I've done both of these in the past, but for today's video, I did want to apply it by itself onto the face before foundation. And I want to show you how it looks on the skin before foundation is added. And the serum is meant to give you an iridescent glow, but also provide hydration. It's a very luxurious product, and I definitely, both from the packaging, this beautiful glass packaging, and has this like iridescent overlay, to the actual texture of the product and how it feels on the skin and how it wears throughout the day. I feel like it's very luxurious. And so, from all of that, you probably surmise that I've used this several times before, and indeed I have. I'm gonna reserve, my final thoughts at the end of the video, but I wanted to sit down and do a proper test video for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this product. You can do it a few different ways here. You can put it directly on your cheeks or the back of your hand and then go in with a finger to apply, or what I've done is use a brush here. This is Sonia G's Fusion brush in Jumbo Base, and the Fusion series is made of hybrid bristles. We have the synthetic bristles mixed with natural, and that's why it's very, very good at moving cream or liquid products around. And in this case, I'm actually going to apply it onto the back of my hand. And I will use my finger, but I will also use the brush to demonstrate how it looks, and also just sort of the ease with using a brush as well, especially if you don't want to get product onto your finger. Some people like to apply their makeup using their finger, which is just fine. The heat from your fingertips does help the product meld into the skin as well, but some people don't like that, and brushes can also do certain things that your fingers won't be able to, like get into these really fine spots, for example. Now I'm going to go in with a finger. It does just feel like a really emollient serum. That's the texture. It is not tacky or sticky at all. Just depends. If I have more time, I do actually like using the brush. And if I am using my fingers, it's usually very quick. Usually I just put it onto like the palm or the fingertips and do this in the morning. But I'll come closer and you guys can see that, that iridescent but still subtle glow is certainly there. I think it's really, really beautiful. You'll see once I add the foundation on how it still really comes through. So that's the next part here. Let me get some foundation on. I would say the time required for this to kind of set in, I would give it a minute or two. But again, in the morning when I don't have that much time, it's just like one step after another, and I don't find that there to be an issue. The only thing I do separately is the brush, this Jumbo Base that I use to apply the serum here. I don't use it for foundation. I actually use a different brush for that. And for foundation, what I'm going to do is use this Koyudo Fupa brush, and this is from the Revival project that Fude Beauty launched. And for foundation, I will use Surratt's Dewdrop Foundation in shade number 5. I'm actually going to just apply that onto the back of my hand as well. You don't need a lot. It goes a long ways. So this is with the Dewdrop Foundation added on. Dewdrop Foundation does have a subtle luminous finish. I do want to point that out because it's going to add to the lumosity. However, that really even glow that you're seeing that comes through, this is definitely beyond the foundation. It is from the Radiance Serum or Radiance Elixir. and it's just beautiful. Serum plays really, really well with other foundations, different type of finishes. I've used this along with Merit's The Minimalist, one of my staples, my favorite. And I've also tried it with Dior's Liquid Foundation and Natural Finish, as well as Westman Attelier's The Stick Foundation. So what I'm going to do now is set it with pressed powder, like I always do with my makeup looks, and then finish up the look, come back for that kind of final touch base before we head into our true wear test. This is the finished look, and I'll come a little bit closer here. I've set the makeup using all over the face. Kosas's Cloud Set in the shade Breezy. This is their pressed powder. And then for under the eyes, I use Westman Attelier's Vital Pressed Skincare Powder in the shade Translucent, so just there because I do like that brightening eye effect. And for eyes, I did use the single eyeshadow pot, the Soufflé eyeshadows from Surratt. This is Rose Rave. So you can see the shade here. It's got this beautiful pink that has sparkly bits, glitter bits in it. It's not too much, but also just has enough to make it still interesting. And it's so easy to apply. I can't decide if I'm going to do a full video on this or just do a few shorts to post on shorts on YouTube, but also maybe Instagram, TikTok to show you just like how easy the application is. It wears all day and it is easy to take off. You just need some water. I might just keep that as a short, but gorgeous, gorgeous. I want to get my hands on more of these shades. That's how easy it is. So I will come back at, different hours throughout the day to give you guys an update. I just think it looks so like, my natural oils haven't come through since this is like a freshly finished look, and I can just see already you've got this beautiful radiance. If you do have oily or combo to oily skin, which is what I have combo skin, you'll see just kind of how this plays out throughout the day. So I'm really excited to give you updates, and I will be back very soon. This is my first update. I've completed this look 4 hours ago, and today it's raining, so that's why I'm not outside, but I am by some windows. So hopefully the natural light has come through. It's enough for you guys to really get a good sense of how everything is wearing. So I'm gonna come a little bit closer. And I would say my natural oils have come through. You can't see the side really well because it's kind of in that shading here because of the light, but I can tell just from the side and looking at the mirror just before this is my natural oils have come through, but it does not feel or look oily. And I think everything has stayed together really beautifully. I've been doing some lip swatches too. And here is where you would see breakdown first because of movement, but that has I've been largely able to avoid it, and I don't feel like there's any breakdown or anything happening faster because I'm using the Elixir. If anything, I think it really still complements the skin and gives it that nice glow, that natural healthy radiance, which I really do love these days. And so I think everything's really looking nice. My skin looks hydrated. I will come back for another update in a couple of hours. I am now at the 6-hour mark. I'm actually going to be heading out for dinner tonight. And before I did anything else to my face, I wanted to give this final update. So the only thing I've done throughout this last few hours was I added more to my makeup look. I actually took off the Soufflé eyeshadow from Surratt that I had before. It was really easy. All I did was use plain water on a reusable makeup remover, and then I put on this eyeshadow here. I also did some lip swatches for the Gucci lipsticks that I got, and that was kind of it. No touch-ups, no oil blotting. So let me come closer. At 6 hours compared to 4 hours, we see more of the natural oils come through. And I do feel that on my fingertips when I am patting my face. So I could probably stand to do a little bit of oil blotting since I am going out. But if I was at work and we're 6 hours in, we've got 2 hours left before I head home, I wouldn't really do anything actually. And it would stay about like this. I do expect a little bit more, like even more oil to come through as I'm eating and after dinner. but we're at the end of the night at that point, and I definitely am past the age where I'm going to stay out really late. So I think the way it looks now is going to be great walking to dinner, meeting with some friends, and I don't think I'll be self-conscious as I'm eating dinner and at the end of the night. So I'm just really, really loving this elixir. I've used it several times also for a full day wear, 8 to 9 hours on a weekday from morning till evening when I come home, and I just feel like this is about what you would get. And it's very just so smooth on the skin. I have no highlighter on, although the Dewdrop foundation does have a luminous finish, but this is about what I get also when I use a natural finish foundation. I haven't used it with a matte finish foundation, so I would imagine it dims some of that radiance a little bit. However, you can just count on it to come through and also look just really, really smooth. I have about 3 more glow serums or glow primers to try for you guys. And these other ones I really haven't tried before, so I love to see how it holds up against this elixir. But out of all the products, I can tell you immediately in this video is that this one is the most luxurious, and I just, you know, I don't know if it's because of just the feeling you get from using it or just how the product really feels and sits on the skin. It has a lot of good skincare properties to it, so I'll have a link below to the product if you're interested in checking out all of the ingredients. So this is definitely ingredients, quality of the ingredients and sourcing is something Chantecaille is very much proud of and is part of how the brand was built. So we can count on them doing the same thing for this elixir. Overall, this is definitely one of my favorites, if not the favorite. Hope to review the other 3. And boy, if you follow the first Glow series video that I had last summer, you're like, this is a long time coming, but I promise you I will get to all of them eventually. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.